You've been placed on hold. Please wait.
Hey Craig, how you doing, man?
How you doing, Ryan? You okay, mate?
Yeah, really good, thank you.
I'd just like to congratulate you first of all for your win on Friday, mate. Well done.
Top one, thank you, Craig.
Thanks for taking your time to have a chat with us, well, mate. I appreciate it.
No problem at all.
I want to ask you first of all, how did you first get involved in boxing?
It was my dad. I've got obviously a twin brother and an older brother, and it was a simple case, and it's things that I did myself now as a dad. He knew we were going to fight because we're brothers, like brothers do. But instead of us burning up on each other in the mush, he insisted as a boxing fan that we use the gloves.
Yeah.
And then there's one thing led from another. I went into football early on. I'd always sparred my brothers. I wasn't really that keen on boxing. I was more happy to keep the football, and then at about 14, after watching my brothers keep bringing big trophies home, I decided, well, I want a trophy, because I was playing a lot of football, and they give me this little crappy medal, and I didn't play in the best teams, and I wasn't the best player, so I wasn't very successful. So Liam and Michael inspired me. My dad always told me I'd be good, but never pushed me. That was the biggest thing. You get a lot of dads in boxing who push their sons. It's crazy. It's the wrong sport. You should never ever push anyone into boxing. Nothing. You can't play boxing. You can play football. You can play all other sports, but you cannot play boxing. Even from a young age, you get punched in the mouth. There's nothing nice about it. So he never pushed me. He just encouraged that I'd be good at it. He kept telling me I'd be good. And I think he obviously my dad was always my biggest fan. And I think he always by far, in fact, him and my brothers, I always think they always think I'm better than what I am, but they give me the confidence in how good I can be, because I trust them and I know they won't lie to me. So there was a certain amateur fighter who kept beating Liam. He beat him 3 times. I'd never had an amateur fight in my life, like I say. My dad told me, you will beat him. And I never even considered beating a guy who could beat Liam, because how good Liam is. And it just got me going, and on my 3rd or 5th amateur fight between that, very early on, this guy was a very class kid. He'd won the schools. He obviously I've seen him beat Liam 3 times. I've seen him beat Liam once. And it's after he beat me once that my dad told me I beat him. And on my 3rd or 5th amateur fight, he'd had like 40. I beat him quite comfortably as well. It's one of them fights that I wanted to win more than any. I can't remember wanting to win a fight so much. And he was right, and I think that's where he instilled the confidence. Because how can somebody predict that a complete novice amateur could beat a schoolboy champion without me even having a fight? He just told me I'd beat him, and he was right. So he instilled a lot of confidence early on in me. And that's pretty much it.
Going back to your amateur career, was that your proudest moment as an amateur, or did you have any other proud moments?
That was one of my happiest moments, and another proud moment, which was vice versa. I had my first genuine loss as an amateur. I mean, anyone who's done amateur will tell you get bad decisions anywhere, so it's not a case of you don't actually lose sometimes, you just don't get the decision, and I've had that a lot. In fact, my last amateur fight was that against Luke Campbell. I didn't lose. They robbed me, simple. But my other proudest moment was when I got my first genuine loss was on my 10th fight, and my record, I'd had 10, won 8, and like I said, I'd been robbed before that, so I didn't really care. But when I first lost, it hurt. And then about a year later, my brother fought that exactly same lad in the junior ABF final, and he just toyed with me. He looked brilliant. And we have a proud little thing between me and my brothers. No one's ever beat 2 of us in any combination. So someone beat Michael in the ABAs, and then Liam beat him back. Someone beat Liam, I beat him back. Someone beat me, Michael beat him back, and that's something we're proud of between each other. They can beat one of us, but they can't beat both, and no one's ever got close to doing all 3. So, yeah, it's a nice little combo that we do.
You've had one professional loss in your career so far against Lee Selby. What was that fight like for you? Did you find it was he awkward to hit clean?
No, if you look back at the video, I think I've cooked him better than pretty much anyone in his career. That wasn't the awkward bit. The massive gap and difference between me and Lee Selby was experience and timing. Everyone talks about it and tells you about it in boxing, timing and levels. He was in his ascendancy. If he fights me now, and we go back to then, so I'm not talking about the Lee Selby, he's improved really, really a lot now. But if you take me now, where I am now, and keep Lee where he was then, well, now we're talking about a real fight. Now we're talking about more than a possibility of me beating. Because one thing to be sure that I've learned, you need experience. I'm a bit stubborn, me. I look stylistically at fighters and I know how good I can do. And I looked at it and I thought, I can do you. Stylistically, I can do you. What I didn't account for is the missing experience, the work rate, the cunning and cleverness of him. I can only credit him because for what I've seen, yeah, I did cuff him a couple of times, he cuffed me a couple of times. The problem I struggled with is the things you can't see, the invisible strength of he's mentally very tough, and he used his experience and ring knowledge very well. He was on the back of like his 5th championship fight. He's 50. I mean, he's fighting for the belt outright, so I couldn't afford him at a better time for himself. It's not like he was just, because I've just defended my title, and mentally it's a lot more difficult when you're not, I had nothing to gain, did I? Obviously I want to win, I want to continue my career, I've got money to try and earn and kids to feed, but when I fought Samir when I was going for the title, when I fought Lee when I was going for the title, it's a different mentality. Yeah. I'm trying to take something. The only man who had something to lose on Friday was me. So that's something that you got to get used to, and that was a good lesson learned for myself on Friday about that. And with Lee, I learned so much. That loss didn't break my career. It slowed it down big time because nobody wanted to fight me at all. The British champion. The only reason I'm British champion is because the guy that they made the mandatory somehow, God knows how, vacated. If he's still on all that title, he'd still be dodging me now. So funny sport, boxing. It's a very funny sport. I will fight anyone. I proved that when I fought Lee Selby. Because you get these fighters who talk a lot of crap, who talk about fights. Well, I never had a chance to talk. I had the phone call myself personally to his matchmaker and told him, I will fight you. Then I rung him. Rings me, you will fight. He was shocked. I'm thinking, well, why are you shocked? I'm a fighter. I want to prove I'm the best. I went out of my amateur career fighting a guy who went on to be Olympic champion. And like I just told you, I got no reason to lie. I still have the DVD and I won that fight. So my amateur career ends. Yeah, some would say on the low and I lost, but it didn't because I don't bullshit myself. I beat Luke Campbell, so I have no qualm of what my level was when I left amateurs. Again, I'll give him his credit. Luke did improve after that ABR final. Yeah, they give him the result. Yeah, I got robbed, but the point being, I knew where my level was. I knew I was good. And when he went and won the Olympics, that solidified. It's very similar to Lee Selby. I'm a very honest person. I'm not going to try and bullshit myself. I ain't got time. So when he goes on to win the Olympics, that said to me, yeah, I thought I was good. I knew he was good, but I thought I was good. And Lee Selby, when he goes on to win his world title, that proves what I already know. I thought it was good. He's world class, and I know I hung with him. He didn't just take skill. I mean, anyone who believes in scorecards is 7-8 points. Don't know boxing. You don't know boxing. Lee Selby beat me by 2-3 rounds max. I watched it just recently as well, and after 2 years, it takes me a long time when I lose to go back over it because it's painful and I can't change it. And when I do watch it back, I'm not terribly disappointed with myself because for a first effort on my very first ever 12-rounder, it weren't a bad crack. It was certainly better than other people's attempt. What I'd done, because of the bullshit of Samir, I looked at it and I thought, where Samir went to win the world title was to try and nick it, be negative and run. So I thought, well, what did I do when I went for the title? I look back and I tried to win the title. I tried to knock Lee Selby out every chance I got. To credit to him, he's got a granite chin, he's massive, and he's long and he's a good fighter. So he deserves to win the fight. But at least I tried. At least in my British title attempt, I tried to knock the guy out. And to me, his attempt, he didn't do that. He didn't do that at all. He ran. Oh, fucking night, he made it hard, and the referee didn't help me. But it's what it is, isn't it? We all do that. Stylistic, we do what we want.
Would you say the losing to Selby has made you a better player, a better fighter?
100%. As far as winning and losing goes, I have to credit Jamie McDonald for a better person. He taught me how to lose because in the amateurs, when I fought Jamie McDonald again, jobbed as you get in the amateurs. It says that I've never lost, but I have. I told you the guy who beat me, Lee, and beat back, he was a genuine loss. And sorry, Matt, this is just passing a bit. I'm struggling. But when I lost to Jamie McDonald, just as the referee gave the decision, we were both in shock, and he turned around to me, shook my hand, and went, "Sorry about that, Matt." And I thought, what a class lad. I couldn't even complain. I couldn't get angry with him, couldn't get angry with the rest. He just admitted to me what we both knew. And then, and it was very similar when I lost to Selby. I didn't complain, didn't cry. offered him a rematch straight away. I said to him, I goes, go win that European title and let's have a rematch. He's like, nah. and he laughed at me like, nah, no, like, you're fucking stupid. Like, why would I do that? And I agree with him, I understand. It's far more easier fights than what I would bring if we did have a rematch, but he's a very good lad and he's done really well, but I think the man who made me a better person in learning how to win and lose is definitely McDonald. He taught me a real big lesson there. It's not his fault, it was jobs with me, and he, like I said, that was a bit of class that I did. I got to repair when Lee beat me. I just told him, well done, you won the fight.
Yeah.
Give the rematch for you, which unfortunately hasn't happened yet, but there you go.
See your fight against Samir, would you say that you won it comfortably, more than a split decision that was given?
Oh, I'm sure. I was asked recently, do I think I won? And I was a little bit offended. I went, do I think I won? Not only have I got the belt, I know I won, and I think some people might judge fights different, but if there was a punch stat on that fight, it'd have been sort of one-sided. And I think two of the judges saw what really happened.
I think it was one of the 4 or 5 rounds. I think two of the judges gave it to you by
6 and 4 it was.
Yeah.
And I'm like I said, I'm an honest fighter. I don't really need the judges to know what I lost. Yeah, it helps when they agree. But I'm an honest fighter, and I never won. After 3 rounds, I thought I'm 2-1 up here. I never felt like I ever any point that he took any sort of. He couldn't get a grip in the fight the way he was fighting. He was just running. So, and then when I knocked him down, I thought, well, now he's stuck. I thought I was going to knock him out. That's why I do give him credit. Because when I did knock him down, I thought, you're done now. Whereas on Friday, I did get the job. I finished it when I got him. Samir was really lucky. I mean, this sounds crazy, but where I hit Darren and Darren fought back and tried to knock me back out still when he was in bother, Samir took a touchdown when I hit him. Very similar right hands as well. We'll get that touchdown, and if I was a bit more ruthless, because when he did the touchdown, I probably should have left him off his feet when he stood back up. Like, I know you're a big boxing fan. Do you remember when Vera fought, not Callum, Vera just fought Fielding? Fielding dropped him. As he stood up, he dropped him again, didn't he? And Ian John Lewis was refereeing. I'd have been well within my right to hit Samir when he stood back up, and I didn't. Too nice. And I think I would have knocked him out, really, because the last thing he needs after that knockdown, it's very similar to that, was another punch. And it would have been that punch that would have, I think, undone him. Like, I ain't got the greatest power in the world, but I can concuss him. I can get him rattled and rolling. And then if I can get some punches on afterwards, I truly believe I could have knocked Tamir out had I landed another flurry, which no, it's not that lift, or you're not allowed that lift. Sorry, man. Useless. Gone to the wrong big over
here. Against Darren on Friday, did you think into yourself that you knew that you had too much experience in class for him?
I hope that my experience was class, because I've been in Darren's position, the underdog, everything to gain, and then I know I surprised Lee and his team. After 3 rounds with Lee, he's got 2 cuts, and his trainer's going nuts, crapping himself, thinking, oh fuck, we've made a mistake picking him. Because they initially said yes to me, and then they didn't fight me in June.
Yeah.
And then they waited, and he was much better. If he'd have fought me in June, it'd have been a totally different fight again. That 12-rounder against that European really did help him. But with Darren, it was because when you're fighting unknown quantities, I never underestimate anybody. So I would never underestimate him. I just thought, we don't know. And I watched some videos, and I thought it was well schooled, and I prepared for a few things. Darren punches hard every single punch. So I'm thinking, don't get on the end of them. What annoys me the most about the fight is I said to myself, right, he puts everything into that right hand. Don't let him hit you with that, you knob. And then on the second round, he fucking hit me with it, didn't he? and I was aware of this, and I was so annoyed with myself, and it was a fucking good punch. I didn't see it. I even told him that when he hit me. I looked at him, I give him a smile like, fucking hell, what a dickhead, I can't believe you just done that, because I've been so aware of it. I told my brothers, I'm like, he hit me with that, and it's a good chopping right hand, and I didn't see it. So, yeah, I didn't get time to underestimate him, did I? After 2 rounds, he'd already given me a big chopping right, and I thought, that was good for me. Now, once he'd done that, kind of focused again. I thought, I watched it back on video, and it's so different, the feelings you get on the night compared to the film. On the night, I was thinking, fucking hell, like, sort yourself out. But on the video, I think I had a very good first round, got chopped in the second, and then I kind of, like, relaxed me inside me out. I don't really like getting punched, but that did clear my thoughts. I didn't want to get punched again after he whacked me. I thought, right, fuck it, I'm going to have to box a bit here.
What's next for you then? Is it going to be James Dennison or?
This is what I've been told by my brothers and the team, that I've got 90 days to fight Tennyson. I look forward to that, and be interesting to see what they sort out, because I've heard he's got a good promoter, and hopefully, personally, money-wise, for my experience, my career, I'd love to go and fight away. I'd love to go to Ireland. Someone's already tweeted me saying, what would you like? And I'd love that. I'd love to be the away fighter. I'd love to be booed, and I think that'd bring the best out of me. A hostile foreign atmosphere would bring out the best in me. So if that did happen, and obviously I'm going to get paid out to wear, so you wouldn't hear me complaining. I'm not a fan of the army of travel, so you never know.
I was just about to say that. Would it be a possibility to fight Josh Warrington later this year? I mean, that would be a great fight for yourself.
Wouldn't it? I think stylistically, me and Josh Warrington would be you're looking definitely at a potential fight of the year. That I think, because he's quite clear to me, he's not the most powerful, but he is fast. That means that me and him are gonna, I think I could definitely outbox him. But with my experience, I'd probably end up getting into him somewhere, wouldn't I? Because if he did get some sort of lead, we're going to have a fight, and I don't think he'd shun that. I think he would have a fight. And I've watched him against Samir, and Samir could have beat him. Stylistically, he was giving him a really hard night, and you've got to give Warrington his props, because he turned that fight round. So I'd love to fight Warrington. I just don't think it's realistic, because he's going up. I can't use the word avoiding that, but God, he's being managed well. He's being managed out of my danger so well. Because I'm dangerous to him. I'm going to cause him loads of trouble. And I think all they want, really, that team matchroom and that, is the big Selby Warrington fighting league. And money-wise, that is the best they can do for him. So I can't see me getting a shot at him and ruining that. Because there's more than a chance I'll ruin that. And now, so, and one thing's for sure, I'll take a lot out of him. They're wanting to have, let's say, he got to, it was on his home show, and they give him let's just say, for argument's sake, whatever happens in that fight, I can't even say it. I beat Warrington every day, I think, in my opinion, but he cannot fight me and get out of that ring and be the same, I don't think, not with his style. So, it's not a good style clash for him. Not a nice style, I'm not the biggest puncher or anything, but everything I do it in with is going to work. And he doesn't look to me like he's got the greatest defence. It looks like he's going to come right into me, and someone who doubles up my power, well, that's just a godsend, isn't it? I ain't got to go looking. It looks to me like I wouldn't have to go looking for Josh, and I think that'd really play into my hands. Stylistically, I think I'm going to be a huge favourite on that fight, because he's just made for me, isn't he? That style is made for me, and I've seen Samir hurt him a few times, and you can't, regardless of age and experience, you can't change your makeup. And if Samir can hurt him, and that's not taking nothing away from Samir's power, I'm a far physically stronger lad overall, and that doesn't mean just by one-shot power. I'm just a lot stronger than Samir. That's a simple fact. Samir ran for a reason, didn't he? And against Josh, he stood and traded with him all night and tried to bully him. He didn't even try that with me. From the very first jab I landed on Samir, he ran. It was unbelievable. I gave him one good jab in the body, and he ran. I watch the video back all the time, and I think, wow, I must hit a lot harder than my record suggests, or to me, really don't really like to fight. I don't know. I'm trying to work it out. I'm still fathoming what his tactics were, because I watched the fight back, and in the 12th, I'm pretty sure he held on to me for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Yeah, and there's no way he could have felt he was winning that fight by a landslide. I mean, the 12th round's meant to be the best round in the close fight. If he thought, I didn't think it was close, but I did expect him to come and have a go, but to hold on to me for 2.5 minutes as well. I'm still shocked, you can tell. I still can't work it out.
Has there been anybody in your gym, sort of as an amateur or maybe as a professional, that hasn't quite reached their maximum potential yet?
That hasn't reached their maximum potential? Well, for me, it was a young lad who I've known him since he was about 10-year-old. He's called Nathan Dale. He's a very good light welterweight, but he just had an operation. Right. And there's potential there, definitely. Still quite young. I like him. I'm a bit biased. But I like his variety in things, and if he can come back from this operation on his hand, mature a bit because he's got good experience. I think he's had like a good 15 and 0 on that.
Right.
I'd like to see him do well. He's a nice lad. He's a local lad. Jim, he's the one from amateur to pro that's got a crack. He's got a chance. He's certainly got he was a good amateur, England rep and things like that. So I'd like to see him do well. I'd like to see all of our lads in the gym do well. The ones that work hard. Work hard. I always like to see them do well. I hate the ones who are the fair ones who, I can get a sponsor and all that crap and don't have to do nothing. But he seems all right. Yeah, he seems that he will work for it. So hopefully,
Have you thought what you would do after you've stopped boxing?
Yeah, I'm really lucky. Up until 2.5 years ago, I didn't have a clue. I had no idea because boxing is just insane, and I can say this from an outside point of view now because you have to get to grips with it. The job we do is fucking, we're lunatics, stupid. Let's go. When I walk into the ring sometimes, I think, I love the sport deal, I love it to death, like, I'm happy. If I turn the ring, that won't be a tragedy. That'll be, I'm doing something I love, so I can handle that. I tell my mum that, I tell my family that. Yeah, it'd be crap, but it's better than being hit by a bus. It's better than dying to cancer, so I think I'd take that every day. So my whole feeling on it is, there's a real good quote in there. If you find something you love and do it, you never work a day in your life. And what I'm lucky with is about 2.5 years ago, I started coaching kids football, my son's team. Right. Around Selby it was, and I found something else that I love, and I love to coach and train and help, and I find it best if overall was the younger kids, the innocent ones, the ones who ain't got no attitude, the ones that don't really know what an attitude is, and they're really innocent, and I think I will find work. I've been offered a couple of jobs in that period from losing to Selby to get my next British title fight when I was in the wilderness and I couldn't get a fight. I did do some charity work where I worked with teenagers and I worked with kids. Some was coaching, some was just like a glorified teacher looking after them, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was good. It was just good. And I think I could certainly get on. I think I could do that. And what I'd like to do after boxing is some form of coaching with the youngsters. Right. I'd really like that. And then probably especially in boxing. Yeah. But I'd say football as well. I think like both sports.
Big Norwich fan?
No, I'm a massive United fan. I started in Rochdale, which is about 10 miles away from Manchester, and the first ever game was Rochdale, Manchester, which we lost in the friendly, by the way. But that solidified why I love Man United. Cantona, that's what it is. I wear number 7 on my shorts. Cantona made me a United fan. He single-handedly converted me. It's my time. And after good years as a United fan, it's just getting bad at the moment. It's just gone bad.
Do you have a final message for your fans, Ryan?
Oh, well, all I can say is on Friday, they done me and my family and sort of prayed. They didn't know for praise. Everyone knows the family army. Anyone who didn't know the family army, didn't know boxing, didn't know.
They're in there for the door, weren't they?
Say that again, mate, sorry?
They're in there from the door for the first fight.
Yeah, they were unbelievable. The proper, a lot of them, right? A lot of them weren't boxing fans. They actually just come because my brother Michael went out, sold ticket, he said, hands made perfect. We ran out of tickets for that show. Unbelievable. I've never known anything like it. They were just superb. Not only did he make all the noise, he ripped into Mitchell Smith and things like that. I said Mitchell Smith, he ripped into that guy. I can't remember his name, but they ripped into someone, and they're just brilliant. They're really nice. What's nice to me is they're just friends and family. They're not fans, they're friends and family. Yeah. 200 and 300 turn up 3 hours away from home. I mean, imagine if Frank Warren put a show on our doorstep. I'm sure we'd get, we would, that'd be something else then. It'd be not, I think that's in the making with a bit of luck, in a bit of time, and I'm just so proud of them. It's just proud. They're so loud, and I know one thing, a lot of them like a punt. My town, we've got 3 arcades and a bookies. Everyone gambles, so I know one of them a few quid as well, so that was one of the biggest roars I've heard in a hall. and I always say, I think 30% of them had a punt on the knockout, so I'm really happy for him. I know my brother did. He told me as soon as he grabbed me, my brother had a little bet, and I never get knocked out, so That was the icing on the cake.
I predicted that you would get a stoppage as well. I thought you would get a stoppage because you've been in with better class fighters and he was stepping up to your class, so I thought you would probably get him out there in the later rounds.
I always hoped I would, and stylistically, I thought, I wonder if he'll do what Smear did, come out, have a look and then run. And I can only credit him. He didn't. He come out and he really had a swing at me. He really tried to knock me out, and that's fucking fair play to him. Yeah. He didn't come to try to steal the title. He come to win it, and that's just full respect to him because. And I met him after the fight. He's a top lad. So was his missus. It was really nice to talk to him, meeting. It's nice that in boxing. I found that with a lot of 90%, 95% of the boxers, just working class normal lads, and they're easy to get on with.
Right, that's very much fine. I appreciate that, mate.
No problem, Craig. Thank you.
I'll keep in touch with you anyway, pal, alright?
Yeah, top man, yeah.
Right, I'll speak to you soon, buddy.
Cheers. Thanks very much, Craig. See you soon, mate. Have a good day.
You as well.
Bye.
Bye.